down, came up, and the ruffian then inquired in a half menacing tone what he meant to do with him. "What do I mean to do with you?" cried Nicholas. "I'll tell you, lad. I shall send you at once to Whalley to be examined before the magistrates, and as the proofs are pretty clear against you, you'll be forwarded without any material delay to Lancaster Castle." "And you winna rescue me by the way, as you han done a certain notorious witch and murtheress," replied Jem, fiercely. "Take heed what you ha done, squire. If I speak at all, I shanna speak out, and to some purpose, I'd warrant you. If I go to Lancaster Castle, I winna go alone. One of your friends shall go with me." "Cursed villain, I guess thy meaning," replied Nicholas, "but thy vindictive purposes will be frustrated. No credence will be attached to thy false charges, while as to the lady thou aimest at, she is luckily beyond reach of thy malice." "Dunnot be too sure o' that, squire," replied Jem. "I con put th' officers o' justice as surely on her track as owd Crouch could set these hounds on an otter. Lay your account on it, I winna die unavenged." "Heed him not," interposed Sherborne, seeing that the squire was shaken by his threat, and taking him apart. "It will not do to let such a villain escape. He can do you no injury; and as to Mistress Nutter, if you know where she is, it will be easy to give her a hint to get out of the way." "I don't know that," replied Nicholas, thoughtfully. "If I might be so bold as to offer my advice, squire," said old Crouch, advancing towards his master, "I'd tee a heavy stone round the fellow's throttle, and chuck him into the pool, and he'll tell no tales for all his bragging." "That would silence him effectually, no doubt, Crouch," replied Nicholas, laughing; "but a dog's death is too good for him. Besides, I am pretty sure his destiny is not drowning. No, no, at all risks he shall go to Whalley. Harkee, Fogg," he added, beckoning that worthy to him, "I commit the conduct and custody of the prisoner to you. Clap him on a horse, get on another yourself, take these 4 varlets with you, and deliver him into the hands of Sir Ralph Assheton, who will relieve you of all further trouble and responsibility. But you may add this to the baronet from me," he continued, in an undertone. "I recommend him to place under immediate arrest Elizabeth Device, the prisoner's mother, and her daughter Jennet. You understand, Fogg, eh?" "Perfectly," returned the other, with a somewhat singular look. "And your instructions shall be fulfilled to the letter. Have you any thing more to commit to me?" "Only this," said Nicholas. "You may tell Sir Ralph that I propose to sleep at the Abbey to night. I shall ride over to Middleton in the course of the day to confer with Dick Assheton upon what has just occurred, and get the money from him, the £300, you understand. When my errand is done, I'll turn bridle towards Whalley. I shall return by Todmorden and through the gorge of Cliviger. You may as well tarry for me at the Abbey, for Sir Ralph will be glad of our company, and we can return together to Downham to morrow." As the squire thus spoke, he noticed a singular sparkle in Fogg's ill set eyes, but he thought nothing of it at the time, though it subsequently occurred to his recollection. Meanwhile, the prisoner, finding no grace likely to be shown him, shouted out to the squire that if he were set free, he would make certain important disclosures to him respecting Fogg, who was not what he represented himself. But Nicholas treated the offer with disdain, and the individual mainly interested in the matter, who appeared highly incensed by Jem's malignity, cut a short peg by way of a gag, and thrusting it into the ruffian's mouth, effectively checked any more revelations on his part. Fogg then ordered the varlets to bring on the prisoner, but as Jem obstinately refused to move, they were under the necessity of taking him on their shoulders, and transporting him in this manner to the stables, where he was placed on a horse as directed by the squire. Chapter 1.